How's her daughter?
Doing all right. She's gonna have to have surgery again
Yeah.
in probably September, October.
Let me know how she's doing.
I will.
We could compare notes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she, her the 3 lymph nodes she has to take out are on her carotid artery and stuck on her nerves in her neck. Everything else has pretty much been cleaned out except they left a couple lymph nodes and now they're cancerous, so now they gotta go back in and get the rest diagnosed.
Is she gonna have to have chemo or radiation?
Don't know yet. Don't know. She took some type of a radioactive pill the first time,
Uh-huh.
and it was supposedly to get anything to kill anything that was left. It didn't work.
Yeah, all it takes is one cell.
Became 2 cells, became 4 cells, became 16 cells. Next thing you know, you've got.
Yeah.
We just hope it stays right here.
Yeah.
Once it starts moving the other lymph nodes, we got a problem.
Yeah.
So,
And she's too young for that.
yeah, she just turned 30. Yeah,
Hmm.
so,
Is she having it done in Jonesboro?
yeah. Her husband's hospital. He'll be right there.
Uh-huh.
So, he's not hard.
Is he a doctor or
Yeah.
an administrator?
No, he's a doctor.
Okay.
Internal medicine, but anyway.
So he is like, my brother knows the doctors to go to,
Yeah.
except all of, so many of Mike's contemporaries are retiring.
Yeah. All right, Scott, when is that thing supposed to kick on?
I don't know, he said he was supposed to kick on at 6. I don't see a red light.
We are live though,
We are?
Okay.
From
but,
what?
but it's, the screen is still black. But yeah,
We're waiting on somebody to turn that on.
now it's on.
It's on now? Okay.
Okay, better get it recorded for. Okay. Today is August 6th, 2024, and this is the monthly wastewater committee meeting. Roll call, everybody is present except Ms. Beverly Williams. Has everybody had an opportunity to look at the April, May, and June operations report?
Yes.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments on any of the 3-month reports? Okay, I'll take a motion to approve all 3 of the operations reports.
I motion.
Okay, and a second, okay. All in favor? None were opposed. Motion passes. Scott, do we have any old business on the south plant closure?
Nothing new on that. So, I mean, we haven't really done anything with that in the last couple of months.
Okay, nothing, no work on the easements or
No.
anything? Everything's pretty much,
Right now, we're just, we've been focusing on other areas, so I just kind of, I hate to say it, put it on the back burner for now and everything, because, you know, to be honest, we've got so many other major projects we're trying to head up, and plus, we don't have the money in the budget anyway to close it, but as we get our reserve built up and all that, so.
okay?
I do have a question though.
Okay.
How much would it actually cost to officially close that plant?
Well, well, in order to close it, we'll have to put a pump station there, where instead of treating it, we want to send it to the other plant. But roughly, it's going to be we got to upgrade the other plant and expand it and close that one, and with all that, and build a force main between the south plant to north plant. I'm guessing around $5 million, probably more likely. And it would actually be cheaper because the plant, the south plant is a old, it was built in like in 91, 92, and this is an old activated sludge biolac plant, and it's, the light, it uses so much energy, you know, because the blowers run 24/7, and it could only, I mean, it does good, but the thing is, it's at the end of its life, and if we get to the point where we're going to have to build a new one, it'll be a lot more than having to just shut it down and just send it to the other plant, and because the other plant's a newer plant, and it would cost less just to expand it, and it'll be able to handle all the extra flow instead of having, and plus it would save money down the road. Instead of having 2 permits, we would only be down to 1, so that would save money on that when we're trying to renew it, because that's like $5,000 every 5 years just to renew a permit, and plus on the sampling, because we have to do, we have to sample our effluent, and that would cost, the maintenance cost would be down too. So the only thing we have to maintain is a pump station. We'll keep the premises where we keep the plant, but we just won't be treating any water there, because that's where we keep our equipment, where we store like our pipes and manholes, and we have the field crews. They have their shops back there where they work on pumps, and they got their tools and all that, and we got a break room there and all that. So we'll keep that as like I guess we want to say headquarters, I guess. Only difference is it just won't be treating any water there. We just have a pump station, and we could we have to close the ponds down and all that and everything. So, but yeah, it would just seems to be more feasible for that. So anyway, that's it. Like I said, I'm guessing around 5 million. It may be more, than that, but I'm just kind of guessing with everything that we're going to have to do on that. So.
Okay. Any updates or progress on the 5 Mile Creek treatment plant charges?
No. It's toward the end of the year. We'll probably at the end of this month and next month, I'll probably be sending an email out to North Little Rock, because we're getting our budgets ready for next year and everything, and see how much the treatment costs. I know this year, I was, in fact, this morning I was looking at the what we spend so far, and we was budget for $533,000 for treatment, and so far we in the first 6 months we only spent $109,000 for treatment, and so I think I figure it's not going to change. I figure it's going to double that, and that's probably what we're going to end up paying for this year. I know in North Little Rock they had some personnel like on their financial part. Their financial director retired, and when the person came in, they stayed for a little bit and they left, and they had to bring the other one back. And I don't know. I'm saying I think that's because I don't think they gave me a correct number from last year. I think it was kind of overkill, but I'd rather be under budget than over budget.
Okay.
But. Yeah, hopefully we can hope. I don't know what next year's going to look like, because it depends on what they spend this year on it. We might end up paying more because we might have underpaid this year. You know how that whole system is all, because we have a court agreement, a court order from 1989 when they divided the North Little Rock system from Sherwood, and we pay. We got like so many customers. I can't remember exactly on top of my head. Like 2,000 customers that's on that system that goes to 5 Mile Creek. Well, we have to pay. The formula is we take the number of customers, or in this case, meters, which I consider customers. You multiply that with. Somehow you multiply that, or you divide that by the operating cost of the 5 Mile Creek plant and everything, and that's how they determine. The only thing is they go by this year. Like if they spend more this year, for next year it may be more if we underpaid this year, because they try to guess, but sometimes I don't know. It's to be honest, it's just confusing. I'm not an accountant by any means. That's why I work in the sewer plant, so. But the thing is, I kind of followed what they did for formula. I should have brought the formula, but I didn't have the form, I don't have the formula with me, but I follow the formula, and they are using that formula. I mean, they doing it right, but I just, the way they, instead of just reimbursing us, if we pay overpay, what they do is next year they'll just knock that much less, or if we overpay, they'll reimburse us, they just, whatever, yeah, and then, but if we underpaid, guess what, we gotta pay the difference, and plus what we gotta, we had a couple of years we did that, it's,
No wonder it's a mess.
it is a mess. It is a mess. The funny thing is, it was, if you look at the document, you see all the lawyers that was involved, he's just, it's like the old saying, too many cooks spoil the broth, and that's a good example, because, I don't think one wastewater person or engineer or anybody had any say in it, because they didn't, because it's all lawyers. So, yeah, I guess on paper it looks good, but when you get to the nuts and bolts, it's confusing as I don't know what.
And there's no hope of it ending, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what, this is beyond me, because, it's been since like that since '89. I mean, I don't know how we can separate it, but the only, of course, if it left up to, you could just give those customers back to North Rock, but we don't want to give up any customers at the same time. They are, in our Sherwood, we've got enough North Little Rock customers in Sherwood. We want to try to keep as many Sherwood customers as we can, I guess we could, basically build a pump station and just kind of, but that's going to be expensive, especially because North Little Rock wouldn't agree with that, because they will have to go around us, and everything, because they're upstream and we're in the middle, and they're downstream, so we're kind of.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
That makes it even worse.
so they flow into us, of course,
Golly
with our customers, and then we flow back into them, and it goes into their plant, and yeah, and what we pay is of course, the hospital, St. Vincent's, they pay their part too, so they subtract that part from us. So, because I guess they own their little wastewater lines, I guess, because they pay around, I've seen the invoice, it's around $14,000 a month or so. They subtract that from ours, so, 14, 15, whatever we're paying that year. So, but anyway, so that's where we're at right now, so.
Okay, any updates or progress on our satellite system operation?
Yes, we do have a kink in the chain, I guess you want to say. Michael Clayton called me yesterday. We're supposed to partner with them with the interceptors. Well, in May, the city council meeting, we brought it up from the city council to have a formal agreement, because they want a formal agreement from us by June 4th. Well, the council just say, well, before we commit to this, let's get our financing secured, secure our finance. In other words, we're going to have to get a loan and all that. If we get the loan, then yes, then we'll commit. So, well, okay, that was put off, and then last month we got a resolution passed by the council to authorize the mayor to sign the application to get a loan through the ANRC, the Arkansas Natural Resource Commission, which before we could even send the application, we get to have a resolution saying that yes, the mayor is authorized to sign that sign the application and any other documents related to the loan, or even to pay off the loan, like she authorized us to make payments to the loan and whatnot. But anyway, so we're working on it, and we're looking at probably 6 months out, for everything, because you have to, the application has to go through the commission. They only meet certain times of the year, so you're going to have to hit and once they approve it, then they say yes, we'll approve that. Then it has to go through the next process. It's a process, and we're probably looking at 6 months. It may not take that long, but I'm guessing 6 months, you know. Anyway, you know, construction wasn't supposed to start till next summer, you know, May, I think is when it's supposed to go out to bid first of the year, and they're going to start construction around May. And anyway, Mike Clayton called me and says that they, you know, that we can't, since Sherwood couldn't commit, they're going to move forward without us. So, and so he called me and told me that. So I had a call. I talked to the mayor, talked to her. And anyway, tomorrow we have at 3:00 we have a meeting with the mayor. The mayor's having a meeting with me, North Little Rock, and Colleen. She's the financial director. You know, she's the one that's putting the application together for us. And I think Eric's going to be there and everything. Or in fact, and I don't see why anybody, if y'all want to come, that's fine too. You know, because I like to, you know, that way you can hear it from the horse's mouth, I guess you want to say. You know, you hear it firsthand. So, but yeah, we hope we get this resolved. You know, and I don't see why we couldn't. But anyway, so because we should have the. I don't see why we can't get the loan secured before construction even starts, you know, so. But I don't know, I don't know if there's other reasons behind it. I don't know. I mean, you know,
Hopefully we'll find out tomorrow.
tomorrow, yes, you know, so. I was kind of shocked when he called, you know, I figured once he knew that, you know, he didn't pass on that one, but he also knew the resolution passed from last meeting. So I was hoping, you know, I would think that would be in good faith, knowing that we are working forward to this. You know, we didn't, you know, we are trying to, you know, get our ducks in a row, you know, to partner up with them. So, but, you know, and I think one of the reasons that he did tell me that is, you know, they've already got their loans secured, but they got, you know, when you get these loans, you have a certain time you get to spend them. Well, they got to October 25th of October 2025 of next year, you know, next October. So I'm thinking, well, that's a whole year, you know, year and 3 months or whatever way. So, I mean, yeah, we could get our loan, and, you know, I'm sure once the construction starts, that money, we'll start spending that money, you know, but anyway, there might be more to it than what he's, you know, what he's telling me. You know, I don't know that for a fact, but, you know, I don't know. I was just shocked. I figure, you know, so hopefully we get to the bottom of it tomorrow. So.
Okay. All right. Update on the grit chamber at the North Plant.
Yes, the grit chamber, we got our submittals back, and we're done with that. So it's about 20 weeks out. So I figured that was a month ago when I got that. So I figured up it's probably in December, maybe the first of the year, you know.
Okay.
So I'll be honest with you, if I know with the bar screen it took a little bit longer. So I think it probably more first of next year before it'll be ready, before it would, you know, before they'll have it. That may surprise me. I don't know, because everything takes longer to build for some reason, get materials and everything. So, but anyway, so it's 20 weeks out. That's the last update I got on that. So.
And where is this grit chamber coming from?
It's Michigan, I think. It's in the States.
Okay.
It's not overseas.
Okay.
I think it's Michigan. I believe, I don't know.
Okay.
Somewhere north. So.
Okay. Does anybody have any new business?
Oh, one question.
Okay.
End of December, early January, is that when construction would begin? Or we would
That would probably be a delivery.
delivery?
That's what, yeah, because when it'll be, that's what I'm taking it as. Because we still got to do another bid for the construction part, you know, so.
So we can do the bid process before the equipment
Yeah,
and
so,
materials actually arrive.
yeah, when we actually get when it gets closer, we actually have a date, you know,
Right.
kind of like we did the bar screen, you know,
Yeah.
and then we'll go ahead and bid it out and everything, and have that, you know, so have a contractor ready to go.
Good.
So,
Okay. If there's no other new business, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So maybe,
Okay. All in favor?
all right,
Okay. We're adjourned.
short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
My folder's getting full.
We get this,
Need to
we're
clean it
getting
out.
this down to a science.
Yeah, no more 2-hour meetings.